Hi everyone, I'm very excited today because in this video I am bringing Charisse. She has been selling on Etsy for the past months and she has arrived to more than 1,000 sales in just a very short period of time. She is part of my membership, the PIGA, the Passive Income Growth Academy. It's a low-cost membership for creatives who want to sell digital products and make passive income. And when I saw her results, I asked her to come and share with us her experience, her tips, and her advice. So I'm going to leave you in the interview. You'll see me talking to her, and I hope this inspires you. So welcome, Charisse. Thank you so much for doing this. Charisse is a virtual assistant and a Canva expert. She's based in Sydney in Australia. And she started her design template business, the Coach Template, in 2021, specialized in helping life, wellness, and health coaches and other business owners, because you help so many people with your products.
Yes.
Thank you for doing this. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about you and your business?
First off, hi, Claudia. Thank you for having me here. I'm so honored and I'm a big fan, and I'm just grateful for your support and everything. So I'm glad to be here. Yeah, so just about me, I have been a virtual assistant for over 10 years now. And I worked with businesses, startups, coaches who are based in Australia and in the US. And I was introduced to Canva through a client, and she's an Australian client. And that's when I just immediately fell in love. That was like in 2015 when it just was very new, and the features were not as as big as the ones you see right now. They're pretty basic, more like PowerPoint, something like that. And I just fell in love with it. It was easy to use, and my clients use it, and I also use it to create presentations, documents, their course materials, and their social media graphics. And then later on, I discovered the it can be a passive income source, that you can sell templates, Canva design templates. So that's what I explored. And I just started researching about it, and that was in COVID period. And I was working in a company here, and I was just like, I think I don't want to work here anymore. I'm gonna look for other like another business source that I can use my creativity and use my and fortunately I was able to use Canva as well, which is I really love using. And so that's when I did my research and set up my first online Etsy store. That this was in October 2021. And so that was like over a year ago. And so I now sell Canva templates that coaches or businesses can use to create their ebooks, their workbooks, social media, and even card deck design templates. So I also sell those. And yeah, so I was so enthusiastic. I set up the store, and then 6 months have passed and I only had 22 sales. So I just knew that, I had to do something about it, and there is still potential in it. I even got to a point where I wanted to shut down my online store, and I said it's not working. So yeah, so that's what happened. And I joined PIGA, Passive Income
Growth Academy.
Growth Academy, yeah. And this was in just last year in June 2022, and that was it. Because I knew that I wanted to be with in a community where I can be accountable. I would learn from the other people who are also into, like-minded, creative, and also having their own businesses. So I want to connect with these people, and we can share our wins, our challenges, and also our anything that we have learned and tips and tricks. So that's when I knew that the community was the right one for me. And that was it. And with your help, Claudia, with your trainings in there and the little courses, and also the community, just the members in there are very supportive, and also our meetups online, it's also really fun to connect with other people. So that was it. From then on, I just accelerated my business. I still did a lot more work, and that was it. Just last month, I was able to reach 1,000 sales on Etsy, and that was a massive achievement for me.
It
and
is.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
are
it
all
is.
celebrating with you.
I know, and I just shared it in the community, because I started with just 22 sales, and then I even posted 100 sales, and next thing we know, it's just 1,000. So I'm just so happy that I even achieved that last year. I mean, in 2022. So just 6 months from the program.
I'm very, very proud of you. And I remember when you joined, I think it was 1 or 2 weeks later, you did a post and you said, hey, you all inspired me so much. I see how you all are creating so many things. Now I'm going to, also work on mine. And you started posting things. And I could really tell how the community was motivating everyone. One person does this. Yeah, I could do this too. Yeah, let's do it.
Actually, what I did was I was looking at other members' profiles and their shops, and like, oh, these are really great people, and like, how can I?
But that's very good. It's like inspiring competitivity, right?
Yeah, that's right. And all of the members are very supportive. And yes, I just got to a point that 6 months of just being stagnant was like because of me being just overthinking things and not really moving forward with it. I was just stuck, and I think I mentioned this in the group, that it was just so hard for me to publish things. It's just, I like to create but don't publish it. I just leave it there on my computer, and I joined, and I went through that course that you have, wherein you just have a variation of an existing product, and you just set a goal on how many products you want to have in your shop. I still haven't achieved that.
But you achieved the bigger goal.
Yeah, I wanted to have like 150 items in my shop, but interestingly, I have 39 products, and I have 3 products that are getting most of the sales. It's 3 products. So
that's
really
usually what happens. And I'm very glad that it happened to you with these 30 something products. Because yeah, I always say keep, creating products and keep creating variations, because there's gonna be one at least that stands out, and you have 3. So that's amazing.
Yes, that's right. And I wasn't even like, it was a variation, and the variation what didn't even, it didn't sell much, but it was the other variation that I created. I just woke up one day, I want to make a self-care template, and I will not be doing just basic templates. I'll have a specific topic, and then that's the one that just took off. And after that, I just created a mindfulness template and manifestation template. And those 3 are the ones that are really big in the shop. And everyone, it's just every day I still get sales from them. And yeah, it's just amazing.
I think now it's a perfect time for you to share the screen and share with us a little bit of what you're saying.
All right, I will show you my shop.
Okay,
let me share. Okay, here you. 1 second. I think this is the one. All right, you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So good thing I updated my banner earlier. I have my New Year promo here. So this is my shop. So if you're gonna go into Etsy, it's Coach Template. Here I am, and I have been consistently a star seller for 6 months now.
That's amazing.
And yeah, and here are my products. So I have featured some items here. So like a planner for 2023. This is the one that I was talking about earlier, self-care. I have gratitude templates, manifesting, mindfulness. These are the top products. And I also have social media stuff and yeah, so some variations. I also have card decks. So a lot of people love these. They are also my best sellers, these card deck templates. And yeah, so if I'm going to show you just one of the templates here, like this is right time, New Year. So we'll look at manifesting. And it's a template which you can use. So if you're a business owner or a coach or like some I don't really know all my customers, but there are some who have shops, like they have a beauty shop or they also buy from me. And yeah, so these are Canva, made in Canva. So if you know how to use Canva, you can just open this up and you can just easily, add your logo here, add your name here, and you can edit or add more pages to it. Basically, this is about, I think, 100 pages, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so 100 pages of different workbook pages, challenges. I think I also have challenge planner pages.
I love that you have a manifesting check.
I was about to mention that. Yes. So manifesting check. I think I'm gonna sell that on its own.
Yes, I think you should. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's
another variation.
Exactly. It's when I was going to say one of the variations you could do now, it's from your big products, break it down into smaller ones.
Yes. Because
this is tried that with my mockups. I don't know if you remember, I shared that in Piga and in some other places, but with the mockups I used to do, the photo mockups, I started with big bundles, like I would sell 20 something photos of the same, location, but changing the layout, like the laptop and then a portrait photo, then a landscape photo, then the moving it here or moving it there. And then I tried to sell them individually, each one of the photos. And that really made a difference. People started purchasing them individually instead of in the bundle, which to me made no sense. But for them, it's what they needed, right? They only needed one photo. They didn't need 20. So it's worth trying breaking down your existing products into individual ones.
Yes, I might do that next week.
Okay. I cannot wait to see what you create.
Yes. Anyway, so that's my shop and that's it. And this is one of my best sellers.
Yeah, I always tell you, and I think it's important to share with everyone that you do an amazing job with your promotional graphics. And I think that's very important to keep in mind, that part of your success, I'm 100% sure, it's because when people see your graphics, it's like, I want this. I don't know why, but I want this. And then you keep exploring what's included. Okay, yeah, let's purchase it. It's a combination between having a great product and having great graphics to sell it, because on Etsy it's very important.
It's very important. Like it's the thumbnail, this first image that they see. So that's one of my tips. is to have really like presentation is everything.
Yes.
It's the thing that sells. You can't just put one page here and that's it, you know, and everybody, anybody would see it would just skip through it. You know, it should be what they call that, scroll stopper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So, and really obvious information as well. I think that's and also not too crowded, I think. Well, mine is a bit crowded, but I think it's just important that on a thumbnail you would easily know what it is.
Yes.
You know, then trying to guess what it is or what it's for. And yes, and I also made it yeah, just as enticing as it did have a lot of variations. I did tweak them several times. And you just go through it. You just need to, next time you'll know, like Etsy needs 10 images. That's a lot, you know? Yeah, and a lot of sellers I think will get overwhelmed by that. And I think you just have to fill out the 10 images. And at first I was like, oh, I can only make 5, but later on you'll see other sellers and they have this great page that talks about the product more, and you'll get ideas. You just look at other sellers and what they're doing, and you also look at what you like and also get inspiration from that.
I love that. Yeah. And I totally agree that the main image is the most important one. I always say I have freebies teaching you how to create your graphics, and I have so many videos and places where I talk about these. But basically, what I always say is it has to be obvious both in text and in graphics what you include. And you have the perfect combination here, because I see the graphics, I see what I'm getting, but at the same time, I can really read what it is.
Yes, that's
So
right.
I have no doubt. And I see the size, I see the format, I see if it needs something specific, which in this case it's Canva.
Yes,
It answers all my questions.
that's right. And they say that, so the buyers don't even read your description here on the side. They don't read that. They only look at your images. And sometimes
Yes.
they don't even read this. Sometimes
Yes.
they still come to me and ask the question that was already here, you
Yes.
know? And so if someone asks me a question, that's an opportunity to to change this slide, you know? So that's how I just tweaked and tweaked and tweaked.
That's a very good way to learn. You're right. Like if somebody asks you a question and it's already answered somewhere, it's a sign that it's probably not useful for everybody where you put it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
I wanted
awesome.
to ask you if you would like to give some advice, and you already started. I don't know if you have more, but some advice for people who may be starting out, or maybe they already started, but they are, like not seeing a big growth. You were
Yep.
there, right? And now you are celebrating 1,000 sales, well, more than 1,000 sales. So what would you say to those people?
Yeah, so my tips is just publish. This is the most important thing. You just have to publish it. You just have to just know that it's important to get it out there. It's not gonna be useful, or you won't be able to serve anybody if you don't put it out there. So it's important that you put it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be 80% there. It can be 80% as much as you want it. And you can just improve later on. Like as you mentioned, my product images, they were not like that before. It went through a lot of tweaks, a lot of improvements, even my product itself, because sometimes a customer will reach out, this part is not really, you know, good or something like that. And these are constructive feedback. So you just have to get in there and improve the product. And yes, and if, you know, if this product doesn't resonate with anyone, or it's not really, you know, something that worked or didn't get any sales, then just continue making a variation, as you said, and making more products, fill your shop, and just, you know, just move forward with it. Most of the time, I think that's what happened to me. I just got stuck and just didn't really publish anything because I was just, you know, scared, or maybe I was just doubting myself. It's not working. But in my head, I'm like, there are billions of people in the world. Surely there's a million who can buy from me.
That's a good thought.
Right? So I was like, there's maybe a million business owners there. They might like my product, you know? So that's what I think all the time. And also, I also, when I first started, I did a lot of competitor check. So I checked, like I also did some courses, and this is what they advised. So you can check your competitors, what their bestsellers are. You can see what they're doing, even like how they promote it, what their promotions are. And if they have other shops, they have their own website. Are they also selling there? Are they also selling in other marketplaces? You know, these things are some, even how they present their products. You get a lot of things from it, but ultimately you still have to follow what you want. You still have to follow what feels right for you. You can't be following exactly what your competitor is doing. You still have to, you know, when I created some of my products, I didn't look at other competitors. I just knew that this is a product that I want to make. And I don't really care if somebody would buy it. I just knew that I have to put this out there. You know, it was just like a gut feeling that I myself want to use this product. So that's what I put out there. And hopefully other people like it too. So that's what I did. Oh, so that also for like in my business decisions, like most people say, oh, you should be in Instagram or you should be in social media and consistently post there. And these are the usual tips, but I knew that I'm not good with social media. And I was just not, you know, really, if I have to do social media, I still have to really push myself to do it. You know, it's not something that comes to me naturally. If I love social media, then yes, but it's not something that I do every day. It's not, it doesn't come to me naturally to post something. So I just told myself, all right, I'll try it out. I will not use social media. I haven't even emailed any of my, I haven't even done email marketing yet. So I just used, you know, the Etsy's marketplace. I use their ads. So that's what also helped me a lot. So this is my other tip, is to use Etsy ads. I was kind of scared at first, like, oh, if I pay $5, what if I don't get a $5 sale today and I have to pay for the ads every day? So I just thought, well, let's just try it out for a month, you know, and we'll see how it goes. And I think because of Etsy's massive marketplace, even if your product is really beautiful, if it's not like shown out to pushed out through ads, it will be hard for people to see them. And the ads really help them push its way to maybe first, second page when people search for keywords. So I think ads are really helpful. And that's my other advice, and which leads me to the next one, which is keywords. So if you can research about SEO, and using the appropriate keywords in for your headline. You have to, there are specific, tips to use what kind of words you have to use to describe your product to be used in the headline on Etsy. So it's good to research about it. Of course, it doesn't like, I use the keywords now, it should be on top tomorrow. So it doesn't work that way. Definitely. So it takes time, but I think with practice you get to tweak, and if it doesn't work, you can tweak it again. And sometimes it works, sometimes it's not. And there are tools for you to check it, right? Like Marmalade or eRank that can help you, that would guide you and check your keywords if it's what do you call it, if it's really searchable, or it can get to the algorithm. So because I've seen other sellers, like they only have like four words to describe their product, and it's not enough. You have to have really specific description so that it will match what is searched online. So that's so that's a big thing for me, the SEO and the ads. And of course, I learned all of these from buying and joining courses and communities. So I did buy a lot of courses, and it's sometimes I don't even finish them. I just look at certain parts that I need help with, and that's when I implement those changes that they suggested. And also watching YouTube tutorials, researching. It's endless. And yeah, so you'll just get there eventually. If you just believe that it will really happen for you. And yes, so I just every day I listen to affirmations, and sometimes I just lose that faith, that it's not going to work. And so I just said, I'm going to listen to affirmations. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to write my thoughts and why I'm upset about it. Sometimes there are late nights, like my partner would tell me, it's already midnight, why are you still designing? And it's the weekend, why are you designing? Why are you not out there having fun? And it just got to a point I was crying, and I have to do this. Yeah, I have to finish this. I have to publish this. And it's not immediate. You only see the results like after. Like I remember on my first month after joining Piga, and on my first month I had like a lot of sales, but my revenue was only $50 or something, $50. I was like, this is not working. But yeah, you just have to hang in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love your advices. Thank you so much. I think in general, what I'm hearing from what you're saying, and I totally agree, it's that you have to work hard. It's not something that happens,
Yes.
Magically. It's hard work. It's being active now so that it's passive later. And I love that you, just like me, don't promote your products. You just rely on the platform. You don't use social media. You said you didn't even do email marketing, and I don't for my digital products either. And still we get sales because we have put the work into the product so that it works automatically, we can say. So for everybody listening and watching, I think it's important to keep in mind that when we say passive income, it's not passive from day one. It's active now until it becomes passive. And then you can stay years without creating products if you want, and they will keep bringing you sales, because it's happening to me. I'm not creating regularly products now, and I still get sales. So it's definitely possible, but you have to work for it now.
You have to put in the work. Yes,
Yeah.
that's so right. Yeah. So there's a lot of people, I see videos online, they say, yeah, just put it on Etsy and you'll have, you'll get money from it. And for me, it's very misleading. You still have to do a lot of work. And
Yes.
This is also my other motto: just show up every day. Just show up. Every day I look at my shop, I check my whatever questions that customers have, and every day I have a sale, I always message that person to thank them, each and every customer I have. And I know that not all sellers do this, but for me it's a way to at least to engage a little bit. And it's a great feeling when they come back to you, and like there are a lot of customers who came back to me and told me that yeah, I do have I'm a mental health coach and I help out these people, and your templates will help me give this to them and make this available for them. And they appreciate what you do. And for me, that's just a big reward, not just financially, but you were able to help other people. You just didn't you didn't just bring your product out to the coach, you're bringing their product to more people in their community. And that's just, sometimes I'm just so like, sometimes I get teary-eyed from their stories, and some even they even tell their whole life story on the chat, and it's really good. And yeah, so it's beyond that, it's beyond money, um it's beyond selling and all that. It's more like you have this purpose of bringing out there. Selling is serving, as they say. So it's a way to contribute to the world, I guess. And this is my little contribution. I'm using my talent in Canva and in designing to at least help a few people.
That's so lovely. And I love that you message them individually to each one of your buyers. That's very, very nice of you. I'm sure they appreciate it a lot.
Yes, I hope they do. Even if they don't reply, it's still fine.
So I wanted to know, what are your future plans now? Are you thinking on maybe opening a store in another marketplace? Do you have ideas to explore new type of products?
Yeah, I hopefully this year maybe I'll work on my website, also sell there and also in other marketplaces. And yeah, I still have a lot of ideas for products, and hopefully I can get them out there soon. And hopefully when that's already running, and I can create another shop wherein I can also make printables. Like I do like drawing, and I like to make them as print, like similar to what I'm selling now, but with my drawings, or maybe not my drawings if I'm not ready yet. Yeah, but maybe printable, so the market will be different. This will be more for consumers and not for business owners. So yeah, I'm also looking forward to that. And also maybe a few workshops or courses that would teach Canva, and maybe how to set up like these product images on Etsy, these kinds of things. For people to also get into creating another source of income. It's always good to have, like, it's you don't just rely on, I mean, it's always great. Like, I have market in the US, and I wake up and I see my sales. It's like literally money in your sleep.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah. You're not doing anything, and you like, sometimes I'm out in the cafe and I said, look, and I have a sale, like, look, I'm having coffee and someone just bought me coffee. Like, I just think of it that way. Someone just paid for my coffee.
Yeah. Amazing. So I think we can leave it here, but before we go, I would like you to share how can people find you. We saw your store, but if you want to share any other links, I will also add them in the description so that everybody can click, but you can mention them and let them know how they can connect with you if you want to.
Yes. Oh, before anything else, Claudia, I'm just want to thank you for all that you've done on Piga. It's just amazing. It's a wonder. If anyone's watching this and wants to be with like-minded people who are creative entrepreneurs, who wants that accountability, because sometimes it can get lonely, and sometimes you talk to your friends, but they're not in that world. It's different if you speak with people with similar interests and goals. And it's really good to be in a community. It's very important for me to be in a community. And also all your tutorials, you answer all questions, you answer you're just there to support us. You always share our wins, you celebrate our wins, and you also help us out when we're facing a challenge. So I'm really grateful for all that you did.
Thank you.
All that you're doing.
I really love running Piga and having you all there and celebrating with you. I do it from my heart, truly.
Yeah, that's good then. So you've helped a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you. So,
all right.
Where can people find you?
So I'm only on my Etsy shop. So if you go to Etsy, or the link is coachtemplate.etsy.com. It gets you to my shop. So coachtemplate.etsy.com, or on my Pinterest, which is Coach Template. I'm not sure about the link, but I think it's...
Yeah, don't worry. I'll put it on the description.
Pinterest.com.au
yeah.
/Coach Template. So that's it. So it's in those two places. And you can, if you're not sure about, you have questions about my products, you just message me on Etsy. I'm always there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Charisse, for the chat. I hope it inspires many people. I'm sure it will. It has inspired me already.
Yeah, thank you so much, Claudia. And I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for having me.